So for the past couple of months, we've been 3D printing an entire Porsche 992 GT3 RS. If you haven't seen those videos, jump over to the main channel and check them out. It's been an epic series so far. But one big question that I've been asked time and time again is how much does it cost to print an entire Porsche? Well, we're finally at the stage where I can do that calculation and actually tell you guys how much it's cost to print this entire kit. Now, within this calculation, we are only talking about the 3D printing material. We're not talking about all the other parts that it takes to build this car. We will do a total build cost breakdown once we're finished the build, but we are, well, we're quite a ways off that so far. So this is purely about the cost of the 3D printing material. In our case, the PETG. And of course, for good measure, we have the total cost and weight of all of the printing failures when it comes to printing the car. So let's head into our 3D printing room. I'm going to show you guys the printers that we use and all of the rolls of materials that we use. So the printers that we're using are the Elegoo Neptune Pro printers. We also have one Max printer over here. That's the big boy where we do the big parts on. Now look, I know these printers aren't the best printers you can buy. They don't have self-leveling, so they're a little bit maintenance heavy when it comes to all the printing, but they've actually been really good for me, I have to be honest. Of course, I've had a bunch of challenges that I've had to overcome, but remember, when I started this journey, I'd never 3D printed anything in my entire life. So not only was I 3D printing a whole car, but I had to learn a whole new skill set as well. But all of our printers are still going strong, and then the PETG we've been using has been a mix of the Elegoo PETG Pro and the eSun PETG. So that's this stuff right here. Both of them have been really solid, and I don't dry my PETG rolls either, although I am just taking them straight out of the packets which they're sealed in, and they go straight onto the printers and we print immediately. They don't really sit around unpackaged, which is probably why I haven't really had a big issue when it comes to drying the filament. But here are all of the rolls that we have used to print this Porsche. But to keep it a surprise for all of us, I actually don't know the total number when it comes to the cost of the printing, nor do I know how much material we have used. I've saved that, so it's a surprise for you and it's a surprise for me. All right, so here we have our spreadsheet on our laptop, and this consists of all the data that we need. We have the material in kgs, we have the hours, we have the cost per part, and we have the total amount of pieces per part. Now, my calculations are based on each roll of PETG costing $22 per kg. That is on average how much I pay. So let's start up the front with the front bumper. So we are starting with one of the most complicated pieces of the car. It's made up of 61 individual pieces. It took 381 hours to print and took a total of 10.5 kilograms of material. That is $231. Also, I should probably mention these are Australian dollars, so you can do the conversion on Google if you like. But yes, $231 for our front bumper, which isn't bad really. Next up, we're moving on to our fenders. Now these were surprisingly cheap and easy to print. They're only made up of 20 pieces. They took 55 hours to print, and they're only 1.9 kilograms of material, which is actually quite surprising to me, and each fender cost $42 to print. Of course, we have two fenders, so we need to double that. So next up, we're moving right on to the hood or the bonnet or whatever you want to call it. That is made up of 44 individual pieces. It took 144 hours to print and a total of 5.2 kilograms of material, coming in at $114. So for the front of the car, that's 19.5 kilograms of material and a total cost of $429. Next up, we have the roof. So this bad boy consists of 41 individual pieces, took 118 hours to print, and contains a total of 4.8 kilograms of material, coming in at a total of $105. Not bad for a GT3 RS roof. Next up is a big one, because we're talking about the rear quarters. So these bad boys are made up of 56 individual pieces. I mean, it makes sense. It goes all the way up over here to the roof and all the way along down here to the side skirt. Each rear quarter took 171 hours to print, 6.3 kilograms of material, coming in at a total of $140 per side. Then we have, in my opinion, one of the coolest parts of the car, but it kind of gets overshadowed by the spoiler, and that is our ducktail spoiler here. It's made up of 10 individual pieces. This bad boy took a total of 43 hours to print, 1.7 kilograms of material, and this thing costs $38 to print, which is why I love 3D printing, because that is absolutely nuts. All right, guys, we've arrived at the big dog, the rear bumper. As you can probably tell just by looking at this thing, it is hella complicated. The rear bumper is made up of 42 pieces and took 288 hours to print. It took 7.5 kilograms of PETG and cost a total of $165. To put that in perspective, a genuine Porsche rear bumper cost $19,000 US. So yeah, $165, not bad at all. So there's usually a spoiler cover that goes over here that's in our 3D printing room, not on the car at the moment. But that piece is made up of 22 pieces, took 102 hours to print, 1.7 kilograms of filament, and cost $38. Then we have the creme de la creme of the whole car, this huge spoiler right here. And yes, the DRS really works. So a couple of things to mention about the spoiler. These spoiler stands that you see right here, they are just dummy fitted. Of course, there's no way you could use 3D printed stands for the spoiler, especially something like this that creates so much downforce. But we did have to print them for dummy fitting purposes, so we're going to include them in our calculations. The spoiler is made up of 26 individual pieces. It took 195 hours to print and weighs a total of 5.5 kgs. And the cost for something like this, $121. So another piece that we don't have because we have not printed it yet is this rear diffuser right here. But for the purposes of this video, I've done the calculations for you guys. So the diffuser is made up of 45 individual pieces. It's going to take 167 hours to print, and it'll take 4.7 kilograms of filament and cost $103. Then we have the fun pieces like these bonnet vents right here. So this guy will end up somewhere around here. Oof, look at that, looks so good. So this wee guy right here took 17 and a half hours to print, half a kg of material, and so they only cost $11 each. What a bargain. Then we have these crazy looking pieces right here. These are the fender vents, so they go somewhere like that. Look at that, they fit like a glove. Each fender vent takes 13 and a half hours to print, and again, that costs $11, so it takes half a kg of printing material. Honestly, how good is 3D printing? There's no way you can make this shape without 3D printing. Well, you probably could, but it will take a long time to do it with your hands. Then last but not least, we have these door trim covers. So essentially, these are gonna mold to the door and match the line of our guard to give us that nice aggressive line on the door. These consist of 10 pieces, took 25 hours to print, and 1.1 kilograms of material, so they cost $25. And that is the whole kit done. So now we get to do the totals together. The first total we're going to do is how many individual pieces are in this whole kit. Are you ready? 477 individual pieces. Honestly, I thought it would be more, but that's still pretty insane. So the next number we're gonna do is the total weight in kilograms of filament that it took to do this whole kit. And go. 62 kgs of material. That's insane. So that's 62 individual rolls of filament, and that would be with no failures, which wasn't the case. We did have a lot of failures. And of course, the number you've all been waiting for, the total cost, $1,373. Now, once again, that is without failures, but that is still pretty insane. I'm gonna tell you how much money worth of failures that we did have along the way. But quickly before we do that, let's see how many hours of printing we've done. Are you ready? Oh, 1,996 hours. So we're basically 4 hours from cracking the 2,000 hour mark when it comes to printing on this car. $1,300 isn't bad at all, but let's work out the failures now. So just for fun, I've actually kept all of our failures, and we have 2 whole boxes here, just as a bit of a lesson on the journey and how far we've come when it comes to 3D printing, but that is insane. And we have more here as well. So yeah, we've had a lot of failures, but how many exactly? So here we have a total of 64 individual rolls. So that's 64 kilograms of 3D printing filament that we have used. Now, remembering that we haven't actually printed the rear diffuser yet, so I've taken the rear diffuser number off the total amount of kilograms that we've used to print, and so far we've used 57.36 kilograms. I'm going to admit I used my calculator for this calculation because I am not smart at all. But basically we take the total number of rolls that we've used, which is 64 kilograms. We minus the total on our spreadsheet, which is 57 kilograms, and we are left with 7 kilograms of failures. So that is a 12% failure rate. And yes, I did use ChatGPT for that calculation, and $154 worth of filament in failures, which I actually don't think is that bad, considering I'd never 3D printed anything before, and now we have a whole freaking car in front of us. So tell me, would you pay $1,300 to print this kit? Now, before we go, I do have to mention that that is just printing the kit. Of course, that is not taking into account the amount of hours that I spent putting every individual piece together, printing everything, and just learning along the way. But at the same time, I'm having an absolute blast building this car, so I don't mind putting my hours towards it. I get to hang out with you guys on YouTube, and at the end of it, I get a freaking GT3D, which is amazing. Also, the price of those printers is about 350 Australian dollars. 3D printers are getting cheaper. So for around 2,000 Australian dollars, including 2 printers, you could print this yourself, which is absolutely wild. The files are available on my website, twostepgarage.com. So if you think you have what it takes to print a GT3D, feel free to go and purchase them. But that's a wrap. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are surprised by any of those calculations. Jump on the main channel if you haven't seen this build. Go and binge watch it. Honestly, I am very proud of each and every episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, bye.